Good evening, everyone. Can I get an audio check? Is that 9 mils? I just saw pop up on the screen. Ah, I'm trying to do this two different ways here. Huh? My audio working? I never know if my audio is working. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I'm glad everybody's already here waiting on me. Holy cow! Well, I can see it popping up on the screen. Hmm. There we go. I'm figuring this technology out. Look at there. I ain't even got really started good yet. I mean, we're only just over a minute into it, and the 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 fellows are really at it. So let's address the obvious, glaring thing in the room. It got somebody upset earlier, and now I'm costing people money. Got to represent our community, folks. I would say link in the bio, but this happened to be a prototype. The shirt. I mean, I'm a prototype in work in progress. So this is how this works. Okay, I don't have to have my phone. I can see it on the side of the screen there. So I don't have to get my old man eyes. But hope everyone's doing as good as they can this evening. This Saturday evening, Sunday evening. Shoot. Trucker's brain. Um like I said, I'm just wanting to give y'all some updates, title of this live stream's Lost and Found, and a lot of you know been lost and I've been found. We all have. We'll get to that later on in the chat. So Gas Pastor's checking in from his throne. Me, I gotta have my breathing treatment. Y'all know it. It's to keep myself out of prison. So want to go back and say the hello to everybody. Sick Bastard, Desert Outlaw, Riding on Ruby, 2-4, Miss Julie Smith. I'm gonna be kind of close to your neck of the woods. I'm loading in Chicago in the morning, but I'm heading to Iowa. That power in the prairie lands, y'all. That's Farron. He's my Central Illinois little brother. And Adventures of Key Fob, and that's another thing, Key Fob. You were surely missed at the camp out, brother, but they knew you were there. I made sure to let them know you were there. And make sure I didn't miss anybody. Where we at? Frogzilla's in the house. Everybody say hello to Frogzilla. I think he said he was about an hour and a half earlier last night on that other live stream. He was about an hour and a half south of where I was stopped at last night. But I'm over here in Gary, Indiana now. Had to get a little closer. That way I can get in to Chicago before the traffic gets crazy. Looney Shrooms saying, have to mute you in a meeting will boost watch hours, warming a seat. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Looney Shrooms, and appreciate you helping with the watch hours, even though I got to figure out what that crap is. And like I said, Mr. Motorball in Virginia, this was a prototype shirt. I can't. how I came by this shirt was when I went and picked up those cornhole boards from Mr. B and Motor Bomb. Mr. Dean, he rode over there and met Mr. B and myself while I was there to pick up the cornhole boards, and he handed me this shirt, and he's like, "I think you're about the only one that would fit," and yeah, it fits. I just, I don't do a real good job of folding clothes, but it's clean. The wrinkles on the shirt match the wrinkles on the face. I'll make you uncomfortable. That's Robin, another Canadian brother in the house. And Journey of Jerry is another Georgia brother, a brother in arms. Suffered two, two shin skins, not splints. He skint his both his shins this camp out and took the rest of the Reese's cups home with him. I love you, sis. I'll put it out. Good gosh. Yes, ma'am. I've been through a lot. Give me a break. We've all been through a lot. Sometimes we we climb that ladder and we fall back down. We have to grab onto something. Just happened to be a pack of cigarettes. What can I say? Guilty as charged. But I want to thank everybody for coming in because there's. I just want to take a moment because I hadn't been on a live stream since I was down at the camp out, and it's just as random as I'm thinking. Just things happen, and at least I'm trying to at least schedule these up a little bit ahead, give a little bit of notice, because as the community gets bigger, not just my community, everybody's community that's in here, it it kind of puts us in a place to where we have something to be responsible for, and that's connections we make. And yeah, that's my clothes bag. I just got through taking a shower, and for some reason I didn't pack my razor, and I was already in there, and I didn't want to walk out the shower and go in there. And anyhow, I do appreciate y'all taking y'all's time out of y'all's evening as y'all are getting ready to start y'all's work week, and say thanks, not just for the YouTube community, but the connections behind the scenes, because it's been a journey for all of us, and I just wanted to bring some updates to you straight from me to you guys, and hoping hoping that what we do today to can try to help what we do today can try to help make tomorrow better. I'm not really the most eloquent with my words because I ramble so much, but those who like me love me. I hope. At least if nothing else, you'll be honest with me, and that's what I've been finding in these connections we make behind the scenes. So it's going back to the topic here. When we're lost and we're in that downward spiral, and things seem like they're unmanageable. Sometimes there's rays of light that poke through the darkness, and they latch onto us, and they pull us in. I'm a big believer in happenstance doesn't happen just by chance. Not saying that, you know, um, I deal I go down like we were talking in the comments in Shannon's Trucker Cafe this morning about a rabbit hole. Rabbit holes are what we make them. We've got two hands, we've got two ears, we got two eyes. I mean, we can we can we can choose our own path with the right surroundings, with the right tools. And in that journey of being lost, there's times that people cross our paths from our past. And that recently happened to me just 2 days after getting back home from the camp out. And it makes when you meet people from the past that you haven't seen in a while and you had a strong connection with them and just time just pulls you apart, you get a new resound. I got a newfound sense of youth and importance. Although it was temporary, it's like a flu shot or a booster shot or something we get when we're kids. It helps us get us through to the next day or the next week or the next month in our journeys. I hope that what I bring to the table is a representation of what the community has provided to me. Yeah, I was smoking. I fell off the wagon. I didn't fall. I jumped voluntarily, but it could be worse. I mean, thank I thank God every day that I've never had a criminal record. I mean, I'm not bragging because there's been plenty of times that I've done stuff that was a little bit more than the law would allow. Shirt same color as the car, by the way, and we all grew up watching that TV show. Most of us did, but that's a whole different topic for a whole nother time and a whole nother generation that we just a lot of us happen to be a part of. But back to getting lost. Sometimes it takes us getting lost to find our way, and we don't realize it till later on down the road. And for as many people as been joining the community at a rapid pace here recently, and for those that were tuned into my last premiere and my last published video, I've been getting a lot of feedback from that, and it's been so overwhelmingly positive. And I'm so grateful for the input because positivity feeds positivity, negativity feeds negativity. Being that years ago I messed with music and sound and done a DJ thing and helped a band, which y'all all followed my journey to Guam and back to reunite with the guys I used to help run sound and lights for 17, 18 years ago. That we learn skills sometimes unknowingly that we don't know that's going to prepare us for things in the future. And what this most recent journey in the last 18 months, 19 months has taught me is, like I always say, make every moment count. And I wanted to take a minute on this live stream to thank each and every one that's had involvement with me personally and even through the YouTube and texting and stuff. Even though this maybe it's folks we had never met in person, but we've got each other's phone numbers and we've had conversations. The human mind is so resilient and sketchy at the same time. And for you folks to be tuning in to me, and there's 20 of us in here, 20 of y'all taking time out of your life to spend time with me for a little bit helps me know and helps me realize that for me and my little whirlwind of thoughts that I am important. I do have people that care about me, and I want, like I said, I want what I do to be a reflection of those that show me support. It's called mutual respect, and that's common ground and courtesy. These younger generations. That's why that's why I follow. That's why I volunteer so much with Forgotten Angels. These young men and these young women that Mr. Dave and Miss Cindy take in and do the best they can with what they got to help these young men and young women have a chance at learning to be normal, at learning to be on their own and learning to be independent and steering them away from trauma that they may have experienced with bad foster parents. You can't ask for greater you can't ask for a greater love than that out of people that don't even know that have never even met to give themselves selflessly to others just because they want to see this world survive. But I'm gonna ramble here for a minute and scroll back to where I kind of left off with saying hello to everybody, and see if anybody else has came in. I left off with Jerry. I done had my chops busted by Miss Shannon and Miss Tara. Miss Chasing Ghost is in the house. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Trucking with T-Bone. Appreciate your time, young man, and everybody that's following Trucking with T-Bone. Be sure to go show him some support too. He's been dealing with it a lot too. And how did I miss SST? Uh, how did I miss him? Anyhow, SST, if you're in here, man, I didn't see you comment. I thought I had it set to all comments. But as y'all noticed in the thumbnail, I really, what was I thinking? Because I'm going to ramble. Like I said, I was talking about what I lost and what's brought me to this point, and now we're going to address the thumbnail. The What was I thinking? The bike in the background of that thumbnail. The, that thumbnail is pretty much self-explanatory. What was I thinking? I was thinking I had my dream for a little while. I bought that. Let me explain that bike to you. For everybody that's new to the channel and don't know a whole lot about it, it's a 2007 Night Rod Special. I got it pinned in the link somewhere on the screen or in the chat box. I purchased it in early January when I was up visiting my mom, and she lives in upstate South Carolina, 45 miles south of Asheville, North Carolina. This was before, the current events give South Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina and Tennessee and Virginia wreaked all the havoc. It's hard to talk about that hurricane, and a lot of you guys know why. My most recent video, and it's a 2007 Night Rod Special. I purchased it from a firefighter in Asheville, North Carolina. He had it posted on Craigslist. We were sitting on the back porch of my mom's house, and I was going through Craigslist. I was like, well, my mom had just lost her husband, and it was a day or two after his funeral. Me and my mom and her husband's grandson, he's, of course, my stepdad, he was 82 years old, and his grandson's my age. So he's like, I guess, a cousin by marriage or something. But anyhow, that's not important. What's important is I was thinking about, with my wife passing away last July and things being the way they were with my residence and her just losing her husband, I was going to try to split my home time between South Georgia, where my home's at, and South Carolina to spend more time with her. I mean, all the kids are grown and gone, as we know. They got their they got their lives and their paths ahead of them, and I'm so damn proud of all of them. And they amaze me every day that they allow me to keep sacrificing being on the road away all the time, and a lot of us truck drivers in here can relate to that. And I'm back off of the topic. I'm sorry. Back to the 2007 Night Rod Special that I bought in Asheville, North Carolina from the firefighter. Contacted him through Craigslist. He contacted me back. We set up a time and date the next day to go meet with him and look at it. Went up there, looked at it. We went to the bank, transferred the money. He signed the title over to me, done the bill of sale. I took it to my mom's house. When I bought it, I was planning to leave the bike in South Carolina at my mom's house and ride it for a while and enjoy it, and then turn around and sell it and make money on it. Because as we all know that ride motorcycles, that's where both worlds collide for me, the truck driving and the motorcycling. And a lot of us in the chat can relate to that as well, because a lot of us in here are truck drivers who have motorcycles. And I would have a bike up there and I have a bike at home. So when I split my time between Georgia, my home time, between Georgia at my place and my mom's, I wouldn't be without a mode of transportation on my own without having to depend on somebody else. And I'd ride it for a while and, get used to having my dream bike, because the V-Rod, when they first came out, was my dream bike. Reason being, even back then, I like to be just as different as I am now. That's why I own the Indians. Yep. I don't own but one now, but the first Indian I bought was a 2018 Indian Chieftain. Yeah, it was a big bagger. And after going to the March camp out and meeting all the folks down there that were there to support, plus some of the young men that were there on the property, and I got to thinking, I can still enjoy my dream bike. How cool would it be to get everything done on it? Which, when I bought it, I knew it needed tires. I knew it was going to need a service. So that gave me from after the March camp out at Forgotten Angels till I donated it in October to get my time in with it, plus make sure everything was right on it, because it meant that much to me. And for me to be a part of that, and to have other folks, some of the guys in the chat here were helping me behind the scenes with, looking for this or looking for that. And I had to replace the rear brake line on it, which I wound up having to have one made. Found a new old stock one, but it was for an ABS model. Mine happens to be a non-ABS bike, but it's functional and it still connects like it's supposed to and unconnects like it's supposed to. It just, being aftermarket and obsolete parts, it's hard. It's hard to find stuff unless you go to the used market. And I just happened to find a new old stock part and made it work. And I couldn't be proud of this community about it. But the details on it, like I said, 2007 Night Rod Special. And I know when I bought it, the owner told me he didn't realize it had a tab tuner on it. I had pulled the airbox cover off of it. I wanted to see what type of air filter he had in it because he wasn't sure, because it he had bought that bike and he was hoping him and his wife that he was getting a divorce from would eventually start riding. Well, they were going in a divorce, so she never did get her bike. So he was deciding to sell his because they were going in a different direction with their life. So I took the airbox cover off of it to just check it out. I saw it's got a tab tuner on it. Turns out paperwork was there. It's got a tab exhaust, and he had the paperwork to show me. He had just recently, before I purchased it, had an Screaming Eagle slipper clutch installed in it. So I'm thinking, well, this is pretty cool. And I'm getting this bike at this deal, at this price, with all of these mods. I'm like, at the time, I was thinking, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. But like I said, when I bought it, I knew it needed tires, and I knew it was gonna need brake pads soon. So fast forward to, like I said in June in the previous video, I got the tires put on it, got the brakes put on it. When I replaced that brake line, that rear brake line, replaced the brake fluid in the rear brake line and the front brake lines. You know, make sure everything was done. And it was a sense of accomplishment because it wasn't it wasn't just me, it was a group effort. And I know I put the video out on it, but I wanted to give credit where credit is due to those that helped me behind the scenes pull it all together, because this is a representation of community. And in order to present it in a fashion to where I didn't I didn't want to, it ain't that I kept, I was intentionally keeping a secret, but I wanted the exhilaration and the satisfaction of seeing, hey, I got this bike. A few of us helped put it together with networking, and we're gonna pass it on and hope it and pray that it goes on to tell a greater story than I could tell with it. And I got to enjoy it while the time I had it. Y'all know I don't do much motor vlogging. I don't do much filming from the bike because all I had was my iPhone and that little old bitty knockoff GoPro that wasn't worth a dang because it didn't have no inputs for audio and stuff like that. And the audio, the receiver, the audio receiver built into it was crap. So plus I had to use the app on the phone with that thing, and it did not download it all the inputs, all the media files I would capture on it and try to transfer them to the app. They were all corrupt, and it was unbearably god awful because it was a Amazon special. I mean, it was the thought that count. It was a Christmas present. So I hope that answers some of the questions about the motorcycle, and in hopes that I can help fill in some of the gaps, because it's up for raffle right now to help support Forgotten Angels. And unbeknownst to me, until I donated it and decided that I wanted it to go up for raffle, and spoke to Mr. Dave and Miss Cindy about it, and he came and picked it up the day before Helene wrecked my world. That he thinks that it could do a lot of good, and he accepted the donation. And the way it was presented in my video, that footage was shot by Chasing Ghost Tara. She's in the chat here, and Sick Bastard, he had another view of it from his angle, which was shared through the live stream that Mr. Motorbomb was doing. And shout out to the community, because we all pulled together to put out footage so other people in the community that couldn't be there could actually be there to see it. Watch it like y'all are watching me on the live stream right now. So, um, oh, I really wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. But got y'all up to speed on the bike. Talked about what was lost, and now we're into the bike. And I'm gonna check with the chat and see what all of y'all saying. Oh, that's a nice shirt, Mr. Motorbomb. Oh, I know. Real nice fella in Virginia made sure I had this prototype. So be looking to follow Mr. Motorbomb and see if if he pops up a merch store soon. Support everybody in the community. So I gotta get other shirts from everybody else. I'm working on it. But as y'all know, supporting, it takes a village to raise an idiot, and it's no secret. I'm the village idiot. I gave away a collector's item. I didn't hold on to it. As I said, what was I thinking? I was thinking, like I said, take it and do something greater with it. Get it to a certain point to where I'm comfortable with it, and let it live a new dream. And maybe in that, be able to tell us a cool story or two out of it. Everybody's laughing at each other in chat. Hell, I'm 30 minutes behind in comments. Am I getting as bad as Sterling? Sick bastard says, "Where's my skinny shirt?" You're welcome, Mr. Dean. You're welcome for the shout out, man. You all are deserving of a shout out. And I done said that Gas Pastor was checking in from his throne. And Robin brings up another good point. Tomorrow in the States is Veterans Day. And let's not forget the ones that paid the ultimate price for our freedom. As an Army veteran myself, it's hard for me to discuss, obviously. But we we owe it all to those. We we owe more than all to those who paid the ultimate price. And for those of us, we go through life every day just dealing with what's right in front of us, and things things that are other people's problems are they're off our radar. We don't see it, so it don't affect us as much until it gets brought to our face. So just know that today will be tomorrow will be a day of honoring and remembrance of each and every person who raised their right hand, took that oath, and stepped up to the plate to do a job that most people wouldn't want to do. And a lot of them do it for different reasons, but we've got at the same time, along with the ones that stepped up for their military service and those of us that served our time in the military, we still have those ongoing battles in our head. Same goes in the civilian life. There's unsung heroes in every walk of life, in every job description. They don't do it for the money. They don't do it for the glory. They just do it anyway, just like in Toby Keith's song. And it don't that just shows the resilience of the human spirit. And that's one thing I'm grateful for. That's because this community here is it's what makes each one of us stronger in our own ways. And you guys are awesome. 2-4 saying Friday Buck, always Friday. Monday part five? Friday's always Monday part five to me. Appreciate y'all dropping the link to the to the raffle. It's pinned at the top. Uh, maybe somebody could drop a link to Forgotten Angels for those that are in here that don't know nothing about Forgotten Angels, which I'm pretty sure we all do. Even though there's 26 of us now, and I'm only been on 23 minutes, 33 minutes. Dang, I was fixing to think I'm gaining a watcher a minute. I was fixing to be proud of myself. I made another goal. Speaking of goals, just 2 nights ago I broke 250 subscribers. I don't know what kind of milestone that means to YouTube. It means that our community's growing. And speaking of subscriber counts, everybody congratulate Chasing Ghost. She hit 502 yesterday. Just gotta get her watch hours. We gotta go back and watch her stuff and get her watch hours up. Help her with her monetization. I'm not here for monetary. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the jokes. I'm here for the good times. I'm here for the bad times. I'm here for the community. Because what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Not trying to reference a Kelly Clarkson song, but maybe I was. Looney is unmuted as of. Oh, 7 minutes ago. Welcome back, Looney. So now can we kick butt and chew bubble gum and be all out of bubble gum? 2-4 saying, gonna be a hell of a ride for you, Buck, bringing that up to Calais in December. Is Calais there at the border where you're at? I'll check that out. I guess that's there in Maine. I got friends in Maine. Ah, I'm a little bit ain't scared. I give my word, if one of you Canadians win the bike, just like I did with the cornhole boards, I will make the arrangements to personally ride the bike up to the border. Unless I have my passport by then. And then if I have my passport by then, it's on like Donkey Kong. I got a copy of my birth certificate finally. I had to go. My mom actually went and got one for me while she was down before hurricane hit, helping me clean up and move back into my home, and I only got 3 nights in it. But anyhow, yeah, feel free to screenshot this that I said that and remind me I said it because I probably done bit off more than I can chew. But I said it. It's out there. It's in the public now. Where did I? It jumped. It jumped. Hang on. I'm not good like everybody else. Chat is really moving. Oh, I'm not. I am not a good YouTuber. Wheelburner and Dar, are y'all serious? I see y'all in the chat. Hi, y'all. Y'all got y'all's, re-honeymooning or moonlighting and stuff to take care of, and y'all are taking time out of y'all's uh little bit of a reunion here to spend time with me. I love y'all to death. But y'all know I've told y'all personally, make your memories while you can too, because y'all don't get much time together. I'm flattered. More than y'all know. Dang, how far back do I need to go? How did I miss all these comments? I don't know how y'all do it. Motorbomb saying thanks for all you contribute to the community out there. Talking to me. Dude, it's not just me. I'm just one piece to this puzzle. I'm not trying to be humble, but you guys all played a part too. This is a group effort. I do appreciate I do appreciate the sentiment. I'm not trying to sound like other YouTubers, but keep up saying it's powerful to see what they do. You talking about Dave and Cindy? Oh yeah, it's powerful. It's soul shaking. You're absolutely right. I hope a lot of these folks that haven't been down there yet will get a chance one day. It don't have to be during a camp out. Can make arrangements to go down there and volunteer any time of the year. And I hate this chat keeps jumping because I'm an idiot. I see you in there. I see you in there, Mr. Robert. I'm trying not to miss anybody. I didn't. Yeah, Shannon's saying I don't see SST's comment either. Maybe he's under a different screen name. Maybe so. Flatbed trucker, welcome in. Everybody saying hello to each other. Adventures of Key Fob. Yeah, it's mine though, so don't get your hopes up. Well, Key Fob, if you win, you're going to get your own bike. I'm not. I didn't haul it down there just to bring it back to you. You need to go see Tiger. Tiger misses you. And me and Miss Cindy did split the Tiger sitting duties amongst all the other stuff. He even rode on the tractor. He enjoyed the tractor. Enjoying the live with you all. Wheel Burner, hope you're doing great. All right. There you go, Mr. Tyke. I see you there. That night rod's coming north, you think, 2-4? God, I hope not, because I done stuck my foot in my mouth. Wheel Burner saying, I'm great, Moto. I'm home for a bit with my girl, my dogs, and the mountains. But yeah, you're watching me. Little old me. Love you, bro. But if I had a choice between you and Dar, I wouldn't be watching Buck. Hi, sis. Your cats are aliens. All cats are aliens. Squids on Squid. Hey, see you on the live stream. What, last night? Mm, one of the other guys' live streams. Welcome in. I think it was Mr. Ray, or it might have been. I don't know. I get lost. Wilburn saying you're right too. For it's coming to my place. Oh, let it let it come to you your place, Brian. Yeah. Look how much money I would have saved you. Cause you know what I'd have sold it to you for. But I'd already given my word that I was going to donate it by the time we had that discussion way back when. This gets me in so much trouble. Just not the right kind of trouble. Motorbomb saying awesome wheel burner. Best part of life at times. Mountains are nice. Just smoke. It just snows too much up there for me. 2-4 saying never was a fan of the V Rod, to be honest. But you want that one. Man, it's I've said it in other people's live streams these last couple of days, but I want to say it here on my own live stream. Let me tell y'all, the pictures and the videos that you see that has been posted and what little bit of footage has been out there, they do not do that motorcycle justice. I mean, you can tell it's been ridden and it's been taken care of, but it's not abused. You know, there's 32, probably close to 33,000 miles on it by now, I'd imagine. So we just have to see how things play out. All right. Get back through some of these comments. I'm trying to get caught back up because I'm still a little bit behind. Oh, look there, wheel burner. I thought this was a question and answer. Well, I'm trying to find some questions so I can answer them. I hope you buy plenty of tickets, Brian. Don't 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 empty your savings account. Ah, look at there. There's a question right below where you said I thought this was a question and answer. So let me read this question from Kitty Craze with Dar, and I'm gonna try to answer it and not get kicked off my live stream. Where did it go? Where did it go? What do I wear to bed? This comes off. I usually wear a tank top. and maybe some casual shorts. I'm not gonna get more detail than that. Dang sure don't go to bed with a smile on my face because I've got no reason now for going home other than the dirt that everything else is left on. But yeah, appreciate the question. Yeah, tank top and shorts. I mean, nothing real, nothing real elaborate. No moo no tutus, no bikinis, no G strings. Sterling's got a death grip on all them. Now Brian's being funny asking her. This is my question and answer. You can ask her that in person. You probably sit inside each other. Everybody saying hi, hi. Looney Shroom saying proud to know you, Buck. A decent man in an indecent world. Those that know me in person would beg to differ, buddy. I swear to God. Because sometimes I'm about 3 cans short of a six pack on a good night. But I appreciate it. I really do. Just trying to be me. I can't be no other way. Robin with his own answer that y'all done read in the chat. And there's Rolling with T-Bone. We got Trucking with T-Bone and Rolling with T-Bone. Two at half the price. Tight trucking, Mr. Robert saying, don't wear anything in bed, otherwise your balls sink like snake's ass. Okay, got it. Any more questions? Thanks to a generous donation, Sterling Will says, I was able to buy tickets today. Hmm. I hope you didn't take that whole generous donation because times is tough for a lot of us right now. I mean, I still got to wait a whole nother week after this before I see a first paycheck settlement because I've been at home a month dealing with everything that I put together in a 15-minute video just the other day. And Robin's asking, Red Rider is from BC? Yeah, she's from BC. She's a real nice Christian young lady that has moral values. Don't go corrupting her. She she's around enough of us as it is. I'm just kidding, buddy. She's good with she's good with everyday folks. She's everyday folks. She don't throw Bibles at nobody that I know of. All right. Everybody saying hello and back. Oh, I'm getting closer. Our village is full of idiots. That's why I was doing. Sterling says the raffle is only up to a couple grand. We need to spread the word. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this live stream was to bring awareness to being able to share the description and the specifications that the uh that the motorcycle actually has. I I touched on it when I had done the presentation and we revealed the bike, but it was kind of hard to hear due to the makeshift sound system we had to put together. But that's why I wanted to share it here. That way there'd be a log journal in YouTube and people could come back and reference it. So that's why we're doing this. Toxicarius, real good friend of mine. Spent a couple campouts with him and got his son rode down a freaking dirt bike from all the way up north. But Toxicarius, if you win, you're giving it back to me. I'll just redonate it to Forgotten Angels. I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not going. I'm not going to say Yeah, I'll kindly take the donation back. That's crawfishing. Can't I can't do it. Trust me, the old me would have been to heck with that. It's mine. But I do appreciate the gesture. I really do. Thank you very much. That means that to me that's the satisfaction I get right there is the generosity of others. That's the only hidden agenda I have. Got nothing to hide. I got nothing to lose. Oh, here he goes again. He's wanting sick bastard's wanting his shiny shirts. Yes, sis, I shaved because I'm back to work and blah, 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 blah. Promotes a professional image. Plus, we sometimes have to put respirators on because we haul stuff that is we haul stuff that goes boom. Plus, we haul stuff that what is it? Asphyxiants. Yeah. So had to. The month off, I went back to Bushman. For those that don't know, Sterling is knocking on the door of 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, he's gonna say describe and unlike blah 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 blah. Y'all spread the word. Me, my word of the day would be legs. But that's just me. Been a while. I ain't gonna lie. Desert Outlaw, I appreciate that, but uh, thank those, like I said, thank those that paid the ultimate price. Thank their families, because their sacrifice matters too, because they were supporting their soldiers when the soldiers were away doing their duty. I I was the lucky one. Those of us that came home, even though we all came home in different than we left. We were afforded another chance to have another day to make a difference. So thank you for your vote of support. And Robin saying a few minutes ago, it's Remembrance Day in Canada, the 11th month of the 11th day at the 11th hour. A moment of silence, please. I've heard that, and count me in. And Sterling's here just to see me dive into it. Well, I dove into the shower a while ago. I jumped in, and the water didn't jump out. So that's when I knew it was kind of like a home run. I was safe. I'm looking way over here because that's where the comments are at on my screen. I don't think I can move them. Nope. But that's what we're doing. We're getting through this topic. I'm just looking for more questions. This was 20 minutes ago. Mr. Robert on his fact hunting. The ultimate price for what? A deception for banksters. I respect those that thought they were doing good, but I believe it was all in vain. I get that and I respect that, and it's it's the higher ups that were pulling the strings. It's those of us that were enlisted soldiers, as we all know it. It don't matter which type of war it was. Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, any global conflict. War is hell. And soldiers that are tasked to do a job, that they're taking orders, and they're trained to follow the orders, even if we morally, personally think that those orders are wrong. Things have changed nowadays. People can people don't have to take unlawful orders and follow them. Things were different back then. but folks still did their duty, and that's the ones I wanted. That's the ones that I was saying that paid the ultimate price. Those who gave all in selfless service and sacrifice for our freedom, not not for the ones that were in it for the gu for the glory or the bragging rights. That's not what. But I get your point, and I do appreciate it, and maybe that, maybe me just responding to that, maybe clarified it. There's a link dropped again. Y'all dropping the link. His post, it's pinned at the top. I appreciate it. That keeps it moving. Uh, Not seeing a whole lot of questions. Can an Aussie join the raffle? Looney Shrooms, I believe the way that they got it set up is you can, if it'll accept your payment. However, they will not be able to ship the bike to you. You may have to make other arrangements. Best thing to do is go on Forgotten Angels website, shoot them an email, and right now you're gonna have to wait a little bit for Mr. David and Miss Cindy to reply. And that was one of the things I was gonna bring up too, because a lot of us know and a lot of us don't that the the founder of Forgotten Angels and was Miss Cindy Tilley, and her husband David Tyler. They went down on a motorcycle accident yesterday, and they had a flat tire, and she suffered two collarbone in her. I think there was another one in her arm, two broke bones, and she's she's in recovery from that. And so right now they're in, you know, recovery mode from a motorcycle accident. And that's all we know. That's all I know at this point. I mean, there may be other folks that have gotten updates. I hadn't seen any updates yet. I'm just a voice like Key Fob and like Sick Bastard. Those of us that have been down there, um, we're we're not in the loop. We're not in the know. We don't have any control over the money. We don't have. We're just volunteers. We're just happen to be close enough that we can be down there and represent you guys. We're kind of being a. I guess we'd be like a broker to a shipper and a receiver, and we're just mediating. Don't shoot the messenger, kind of thing. And Tara's in the kitchen. Someone's in the kitchen with Tara. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. I'm. That's all. I'm not gonna. I don't want to make y'all's ears bleed. I did enough of that to camp out. But yeah, like I said, it's Looney Shrooms. You had to just send them an email and hopefully they get back with you, or I will try to see what I can find out to get more clarification on that, because that's above my pay grade. Not being funny with the military reference, but that is above my pay grade. Well, there's Miss Julie Smith again. She's saying, sorry, y'all, I keep losing chat. I can't keep up with it either, and I'm trying to keep my finger on the screen to keep it from jumping. Oh Lord, there's all kind of sidebar conversations I'm not gonna read out loud. I want to try to keep this live from being struck down, y'all. But keep trying all you want. Oh my gosh. I've really been Julie says Julie says, I've really been considering going when I can, even if it's not a camp out, just really stand behind what they're doing. Exactly. I mean, I've been down there 4 times in a year. This last 12 months. I've been down there 4 times. Twice. Yeah, 3 times was campouts. Last October, March, and this October. And then I was down there in June to help represent the truck drivers with wheel burners beard shaving. Oh my gosh. I'm getting messages. Hang on. Oh, there it is. I'm back. It jumped on me again. Riding on Ruby. Frogzilla. Rolling with T-Bone. Oh, come on, not T-Bone. Key fob. You talking about sure I did. Yes, I did. Ask Cindy. Well, don't ask her right now because she's probably high on medication, you know. But yeah, you need to go. Your March time is off already. Your March time off is already in. Good deal. And I'm pretty sure they'll be making an announcement of the exact dates, but those of us that know it's usually the weekend after bike week, so it, it's not formally announced yet, but I think that weekend's going to be March 13th to the 16th. It's not. Don't hold me to it as gospel. XAM Biker, good evening. Welcome in, sir. Sorry, I'm just now getting to your comment. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments in the chat because I'm trying to have a. I want to have more interaction with you guys than me just rambling and rambling and rambling. And see if I missed anybody else. Everybody saying hello. And keep Fob still on it, thinking about thinking the V Rod's coming to him. Ah, stranger things have happened. We've seen people win twice before. 28 people. I need more like button action. I think I'm losing people because I'm rambling. But thank you for you know throwing that out there. Cheap freight haulers in the house. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, brother. I can swear to that. The old tires do not look bad. Key fob, when you get a chance, check the manufacturer's date on those tires that I brought you. Check the manufacturer, the date codes on the side. Check them out. Press in the rubber, hard as a brick. Ain't no way. I was gonna keep riding on them. I'm kind of curious to see what you're doing with those tires. For those that don't know, when I took the tires off the night rod and had the new tires put on, Key Fob knew about it, and he knows the dealership that done the service on it, because that's the dealership he uses. That's the dealership I had to put the tires on it and do the 30,000-mile service. The tech that was doing it wanted to buy the bike from me. He made me a real solid offer, and I passed on it too. But Key Fob asked if he could have the old tires that came off the Dark Knight. So he's got some kind of project he's working on. I'm pretty sure he's going to share it with us when it's ready. So stay tuned to Adventure Keep Off channel. And those y'all that's got the wrenches, which is most of us in here, that way we can check on other people and keep the trolls that way. But ain't been no trolls in mine, and if they do, I wouldn't know it. We're all trolls. We all resemble that remark. We like to troll each other. Motorboating. Wished I could. Anyhow, we have an announcement. We have an announcement. Wheelburner Express at 5:44 p.m. Central Time. Tickets are bought, so just bring the bike up here to my place. You're pretty confident there, eh? Not bad for a South Georgia A, is it? Everybody, just a few minutes back in the chat, Miss Cassandra Olivia, y'all see her there in the chat. Give go show her some channel some love and support. She is married to an active duty member of our military. She is a mother. She is a business entrepreneur. She is a young lady that is an old soul, and I wanted to I see her in the chat here now. So everybody, please take a moment. Her her channel is pretty neat. She's got a lot in common with my oldest daughter. She does hair and makeup, and it's it's relatable to me because my oldest daughter has her own hair salon and barbershop and stuff. And this lady, even though she's younger, she's young enough to be my daughter. She's she's got her head on straight, and she's trying to reach her goal of 190,000 subscribers. And she's been going live every day. This is her 10th day, and I was in earlier on her stream, on her live stream on her 10th day, and she pops in here, and there she is. And I just wanted to say, let's all grow this community a little bit if we can, and show each other some love and support because you guys have been showing it to me. And she's another one that's good people. So I highly recommend, especially the guys that had the ladies in here that like to get dressed up and get prettied up. Follow Miss Cassandra for fashion tips, and check out her merch and stuff because she's really got it going on. Like I said, it's she's a real person just like we are, and she brings she steps up to the plate. She's relatable, just like we all are. So it means the world to me that she's taking time out of her busy schedule, just like you guys have. But she's new here to the chat, so that's how we do it. That's how we roll, and it's good to see you, friend, as you say on your channel. I'm 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 thoroughly appreciative of you showing my little channel some support. That shows you she's real. And after Miss Cassandra's graced us with her presence, we got. Wait a minute! I didn't see brown chicken. Up there he is. Yep, you are a witness now. You were right above her. I'm having a hard time reading this. Oh man, eyes. But everybody say hello to brown chicken. He's in the house. And Mr. Ray Gregory, if he was here, we'd be blowing his mind right now because he'd be getting us confused. And once I once I'm able to figure out StreamYard and get it on there, and we can have community chats and stuff, I can elevate my game. But that's another bridge to cross later. Sterling's got jokes. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Everybody's saying their hellos. And Sterling says, in 5 hours, when you read this, Sterling, there is something in my eye, buddy. I'm not as bad as you are. I'm only 12 minutes behind in comments, 13. Oh, I'm sorry, 21 comment. I'm only 21 minutes behind in comments reading this. In 5 hours, when you read this, will you get another Harley after buying this one? That is a good question. And we're having a question and answering session. Will I get another Harley out of it? By default, I should have first dibs on White Lightning. And that's what I'm going to hold out for. But Eric says he ain't doing nothing with it till he dies. So we have to leave that up to Sick Bastard. But an FXR rides a whole lot like an Indian Chief. Even though that's an 80 model, I think, what is it, 84? In White Lightning, an 84 FXR? Even though it's, what, 40 years older than my bike, they really rode similar. Because I rode White Lightning while I was down there for a little bit. Just to see how close in comparison they were in riding. But that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Who knows? I'm pretty good at pulling stuff out my head. Everybody's saying hello to everybody again, and there's a post that Tara just dropped. I don't know what it goes to. Wheel burner just 21 minutes ago too, because I'm still trying to get caught up. In 12 hours, when you finally read this, what is my favorite Harley? The V-Rod. And I didn't know that I was going to be buying a night rod special, and I bought a Vite rod. It confirmed m- th- owning my dream mic confirmed that it's my favorite Harley. I mean, before I bought my Chieftain back in 2018, I tried to get the dealership to send me a buyer's order for a 2018 Street Glide Special, and it was going to be a billiard blue one. It was a beautiful color. I have a thing for the color blue. It's peaceful, it's tranquil. But thank you for asking. Yeah, the V Rod. In 7 to 10 hours when you read this, what? When are you coming out west so we can party? I don't know. Just have plenty of Angel's Envy on hand or Blanton's Reserve if you can get it out there. Blanton's Reserve is good. Of course, that American honey that somebody sent to Forgotten Angels, it didn't last 5 minutes at the bar. So that 5 minutes of your time, that American honey went. There's folks in the chat that can attest to that. 2-4, I shouldn't even read that comment. Should I? I just said I was gonna buy a 2018 Street Glide Special, the Billiard Blue. Yeah, but the dealership didn't get back to me for 2 weeks, and when they did get back to me with 2 weeks with the buyer's order, I was already standing in the Indian dealership looking at the bike I bought. So that's how that happened. It wasn't that I was a brand hater. It worked out that way. I'll make you uncomfortable, Robin. That bike was not made by Porsche. The engine and the drivetrain and stuff was designed and engineered in collaboration with Porsche and Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson done the manufacturing. If I'm almost sure that I'm pretty sure other folks in the chat might have already backed that up by now. But I know it was a design and engineering collaboration. So there's a lot. There's heavy Porsche influence in the designing and the research and development. But as far as actual manufacturing and producing, I don't think Porsche stepped up to the game that much. I don't. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. So where did I leave off? Oh, here we are. I answered that about the in a few weeks when you read this replay game, cancel fake trucking, hashtag catch up. T-Bone, I know she'll appreciate that, especially if you got, the wife and daughters and stuff that are into cool, hip, up to date fashion and stuff. Not just that, she's really good people. She's really good. She really likes to talk, and she can keep it up with the best of them. She's just like us. Everybody's in and out. Oh, South Moto Oz. Hi, mate. Welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Everybody saying hi. They look so uncomfortable to ride. The V Rod, man, it was actually comfortable for me, even with the mid pegs and the slim drag bars. I was leaning forward a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I wasn't like I was laying on the airbox. Everybody, Flip Elliott 2 in the chat. That is flipping the Buell Mule for those of you who don't know. Flipping the Buell Mule. I will salute you, sir, to your selfless service and your sacrifice as we get into tomorrow. Thank you, Cassandra. She says just 20 minutes ago. I'm headed back out to my life, friend. I just want to say hi, and I'm so proud of you. I just can't keep up with the chat like you can, girl. I think you got a blue now, Mr. Flip. I'm trying to find more comments, more questions. In a couple years, when you answer this, are you working on any upcoming videos? I'm always capturing little things here and there, but I hadn't really. Y'all know me. I'm random, and I capture random things here and there, and I'm not. I'm not really dead set on making a certain project. I mean, I wasn't expecting to go live this long. I mean, I have been at it a little over an hour now, hour and 15 minutes, which I'm glad y'all still hanging out. I don't want to go past the next hour mark because I got to get my butt to bed because I got to be up early. I don't want to play with Chicago. I want to be on the way out when everybody's on the way in. So if the mood strikes me, I'll start putting something together. But right now, it's just you know, uh, adapt and overcome, Sterling. So I don't really have anything in the can, as creators would say. Appreciate you stopping in, T-Bone, and keep off saying just voices for the angels, and Robert giving Sterling his proper due. In the next in the next century, Sterling. In the next century, Sterling, I might not read your damn comments no more. I'm getting closer to the bottom. Jesus. Talking about busting somebody's chop. We're not gonna get started on my deck. My deck is holding up what's left at the back of the house. Sad but true. It is. Thankfully, that deck is there, and it got built the way it did because it's holding the trees, and the back of the back wall of the back of the house is wedged against the deck, and that's what's keeping the rest of the house from totally being crushed right now. Because we're still got to get the rest of my stuff out of it, my personal belongings that aren't damaged, and then start destruction and on the house. It was just a few minutes ago. Didn't even hear about that. I don't know. Oh, Cindy. Oh, you didn't hear about Dave and Cindy? Oh my Lord. David had put a Facebook post out yesterday morning on his personal Facebook page. I mean, sick bastard called me on the road and was like, "Don't want to tell you this on the road, buddy, but you might want to know I'm busting your chops sick." Yeah, as much as much as I've had to take serious phone calls while being on the road and compartmentalize it, I hope you guys understand one thing. We get to a point to where we have so much we deal with so frequently, and this is where I think having the military training, because I've been able to use the training to help me compartmentalize and deal with a lot of this. Plus conversations with you guys. It's it's like a tennis match. It just it keeps as long as the ball keeps moving, it's like I have old man ADHD or something. I'm squirrel, just like I'm rambling, which I'm self-professed in that. Oh, Mr. Paul already answered it. I'm pretty sure you should be blue by now. Salty Badger, young man, welcome in. Thank you for joining in and sharing in my madness and my live stream. I'm not up to date and I'm not as hip as the other cool cats, the ones with all the beards that have the stream yards and have 6 and 7 people in here and it's controlled chaos. I'm trying to get caught up to where we can get on the found. part of this live stream. What you mean? What if someone wins the bike in Alaska? Don't roads lead to Alaska from the United States through Canada? Ain't called the Alaska Highway? Oh, I'm pretty sure an American citizen can, yeah, it'll just blow right through. Was that Vancouver out there? I don't know what the mother. See, I don't know Canadian provinces like Canadians do. But welcome in, Salty Badger, and I hope that answered your question there, Robin. Mr. B had you on the old one. So now, yeah, you're up to date. Saying everybody saying it, everybody saying their hellos and their pleasantries. Ah, Mr. B, now you're jumping on the bandwagon too. Real bikers build their bikes, not buy them. Well, I live in a right to repair state, and I've repaired a bunch of them. I've never built none, but I've unbuilt them and rebuilt them to a certain degree. Not like other folks have, though. All right. I think we're getting closer now. Oh, so I'm the only one you can leave comments on? I'm the only channel you can leave comments on for another 3 hours? Robin, ain't no telling what you said, buddy. Ain't no telling what you said. I'm almost to the bottom. Safe travels out of Chicago. Thank you, Miss Julie. Cheap freight hauler should be going down for a big nap, but the big ass deer place. Watch it out on the road. Okay. 2-4. We can agree on that. We can. There's something else we can agree on. God did bless my deck. It's it's holding its own and more. Did I? No, I'm still streaming. Tyke saying he's lost me. Has he finished? Stay safe. No, I'm still here. Be safe over there. That neck of the woods, North Carolina. Cheap freight hauler. I got real good friends in Greensboro. Well, matter of fact, one of the fellows I deployed to Iraq with, he done a second tour after we came home the first tour, and him and his wife they live there, Greensboro, Winston Salem area. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's talking. Wheel burners. I'm as y'all can tell, I'm almost at the bottom. Oh, I'm sitting in my recliner watching Dara make dinner. Damn, I love that woman. Ditto. And I ain't even met her yet. Anybody that didn't put up with you has got to be worth loving. Because we we brothers from another mother. Wouldn't change anything without you. But anyhow, y'all are updating each other on the motorcycle wreck, Mr. Dave and Miss Cindy. And now we got through things that were lost. We got through a lot of the chat. We got through the update on the bike and the specifications and the details that I know of it from the time I bought it and what I done to it while I had it and the time I enjoyed riding it. And personally, without the community around or nothing, I, I would have never known to give, my time and my effort to Forgotten Angels, because that's a mission that's greater than the sum of its parts, as we all know. And it's up to each one of us to spread the word about it. And you know what it's led me to find in my lost and found Q&A here? I found you guys. I found a new recent a new found sense of self, a newfound sense of worth, a restored faith in humanity, a renewed faith in myself and my abilities. And if nothing else, I try to go to bed each night with a clear conscience, knowing that I've done the best I could today to hopefully make tomorrow better for someone that I may interact with, that I just cross paths with. We all know it. We all see it every day, especially us truck drivers and us motorcyclists. We have random conversations with people just in passing, and we don't know what words we speak, what kind of effect they will have, or what kind of mood the other person's in. And it affects change in all of us. We're just one piece to the puzzle. Not saying we have to change who we are, or where we're going, or what we're going to be. We don't sacrifice ourselves unless we know it's for the greater good. And that's what makes me be so proud and so humble to be a part of this community and share these stories and share these journeys. Because I don't know about y'all, but my truth is stranger than any fiction I could ever read or any science fiction movie I could ever watch. I mean, you guys got my back, and all I got to do is be me for y'all to have my back. I don't take that responsibility lightly, and y'all give me the same respect. That's power that we share as a community. We can draw off of each other. We can poke fun at each other just because 2-4 picked the wrong American brand. That's not my fault. But I can poke fun at him about it. And the feeling's mutual. I mean, that's just one example. Oh, did Humberto sneak in? Humberto snuck in the house. See, that's another one that calls him like he sees it. He's even got his title right. Humberto, the rookie trucker. He damn sure can't hold a cup of coffee around nobody. Not 5 minutes into meeting him, he's pouring coffee on me like I pissed him off or something. I'm like, whoa, what'd I do, dude? But what was funny is the lid didn't come off of it. Still able to finish his cup, even though I had to change my britches. Because I had the wrong brown. It wasn't the right. I didn't have the wrong brown stain. I got the other brown stain down the front of my leg. Oh my gosh. Everybody's talking. Didn't mean to do that, cheap freight caller. My bad, dude. But doing what you do ain't no joke either. My mom's husband, before he passed away, dude, he was, uh, Before he retired, before he got his Alzheimer's and dementia, he was working for Superhighway Oil out of Spartanburg. He was hauling Jet A, and he'd haul it there to Arden and the little regional airports. I think Anderson, Belton, Greenville, uh, Spartanburg. Uh, he'd haul it to Charlotte. He'd haul it to the airports for the Concord. I think there was one in a regional airport in Concord and stuff that the private planes used. But yeah, what you're doing in the civilian life, I done in my military life, and I wouldn't do it on. I wouldn't do it civilian now if you paid me $1 million. But guys, that's what I found. I have found community. I have found clarity. We have found each other. It, it gives us purpose. It gives us hope for our future generations. And I appreciate each. Uh-oh, what'd you say? Uh, uh. So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. How would this little old South Georgia boy know about all that unless he had inside connections? Right, Chief Figure Hauler? Ah, our age is starting to tell on us. But anyhow, back to finding folks. We have found amazing stories with each other. Y'all gonna have to. I'm gonna have to end this. Or hang on. Uh, shit. My mom. I love y'all.